I will keep as well.
Go ahead.
All right, Matt on the play. Both players kept 7. It looks like Underground Sea pass. So we were joking about tempo during the break. MTG Banding had an enormous tweet on popular website X about tempo. This bug control deck does have some tempo spells in it, I think, like Daze. So that'll be something to keep an eye out for. Dave Kaplan with a great question. Are there discussions about revising the voting to a caucus format? That could be something we can do, actually. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds great. Dave with all kinds of good ideas. Scott saying ranked choice. Can you do a ranked choice caucus? Is that possible? I'm a ranked choice guy. There are some people watching right now that have no clue what the hell we're talking about.
Focus grief for its low cost.
Okay, here's Bowmaster. Bowmaster, we see it in every single game. Just can't escape it.
Go ahead.
Oh, God, what is that? Dear God. Okay, an orc army, but apparently it's Dragonite now.
Attempt to bolt the Bowmaster.
Bolt on Bowmaster. This could unlock some cantrips. I mean, I'm doing these streams, right? I'm trying to immerse all of us in the world of Magic the Gathering, and, you know, we all feel like wizards. And you just got Pokemon cards up on the screen. It's just, yuck. Okay, that Delver got dazed, everybody. Wow. Sheesh. Scott just gifted 15 subs. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Scott now has 168 gift subs on this channel. Number 1 on our all-time gifters leaderboard. Scott, you did it. You're number 1. Scott is number 1, everybody. Throw some flames in the chat for that. Thank you, Scott. Scott is now our all-time biggest gift subber of 90s MTG. Thank you, Scott. Also, Judd here, thank you for the resub with Prime. 4 months.
Yep. Leave it on top. Chop.
Hype Train Conductor Iron City says I will be running for match selection caucus representative. You know what, Iron City? As our monthly cheerleader, you're in. You're in.
Two cards back. Included Delta Tanker 3.
MTG Banding with a suggestion. We need to enact Will of the Council, where starting with you, a match is voted for, then we move in clockwise fashion based on our geographical location. You know what? I can barely keep track of the time zones. Let's not do that.
3.
For anybody watching this later, we're talking about how Twitch chat votes round by round which matches we will watch. So if you're wondering why the hell we're watching this right now, Twitch chat voted for it.
Pass. In your upkeep. Eating two.
Wasteland took out the Volk. These Sultai decks do run Wasteland. That's a 1/1 orc army on Matt's side. I gotta get a live table update. Let's listen in.
Thanks, man. See you next time.
Figure 3. 10-3. Yeah, sprint on fetch. Play Underground Sea Pass.
Murderous cut on DRC in response to the fetch. DRC down.
Yep.
Damn it, I missed hearing your life totals. This is round 2. I just corrected it of the Legacy 2K at Bifrost Games here in New York City.
So we're looking at my top card? Sure.
Let's just Bob will take a look. We'll see if we shuffle.
Okay, so I will proceed to my end step. And on my end step, I will cast Seek the Beast.
Questing Druid will go on an adventure, Ponder and Wasteland off the top.
Whichever 3. Go brief, exile Finish. Take the bolt. Force DRT
I think I just heard David say I'm at 13, so that's where we are. Doing my best to keep up. Okay, plays Wasteland off the top.
I will waste your undergrounds.
Float of black.
Okay. I'll proceed to combat. Second mage.
Okay, black mana goes away, going to second main. Could cast this Ponder from exile. We've had some discussion on recent live streams about these Temur decks. They're really just blue-red Delver splashing green to cast Questing Druid from exile.
I will cast Questing Druid. I'll cast Ponder Trigger.
Alright, Questing Druid will get a counter. No threat of Bowmaster after the Wasteland took out the black. Katsura saying best 2-drop in Legacy, referring to Questing Druid, I guess. Does anybody agree? Does anybody disagree? Lorien revealed Island Cycle on end step. This will help Matt get black back online. Bowmaster probably better than Questing Druid. I mean, I'm surprised nobody in the chat immediately wrote up the Beanstalk, but Questing Druid is in the running, that's for sure. Oh, what is that? Go for the throat?
Just didn't recognize the art. That was awesome. 13, 17?
Go ahead.
Okay, apparently now Dave goes down to 13, so I apologize, everybody. It's hard to keep track without the phone down on the table. So now David is confirmed at 13. Sorry about that.
I'm using the one quoting from the Thespian stage. You have to stop it, and I'm going to make myself a construct.
Usually I give the players reminders, oh, can you put a phone on the table? Or I put my phone on the table. During these competitive events, I kind of take it easy a little bit. I know they're trying to win some games. There's something else for them to keep track of. I make it optional, basically, but it does make it a little bit hard for us to keep track when we're watching this back later. It can be a distraction.
Just baby.
DRC? Delver?
All right, putting some creatures on the board.
We're going to just untap that boat, just draw. Well, this is going to happen first. While this triggers on the side, I'm just
Sweet.
nothing even playing.
There's Resolving this brainstorm. It looks like Delirium is online. Yeah. If Delver flips 6 power.
What did you for this? 43.
40.
Yeah, one person called out sick.
All right, a Murktide from Matt is pretty good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Iron City Trades making a great point. Our hype train conductor. Kathy is a 2 cost 5 drop and triggers my best 2 drop beans. That sounds right. Harry Houdini, thank you for the gift sub. 90 now on the channel for Harry. Also climbing our all-time leaderboard at number 5. Appreciate that. 7-7 Murktide. DRC will have to attack, which is a bummer. Delver didn't flip, of course. A Murktide, rather, for David could be pretty good, though. All right, there's a Murktide. The difference between these two decks, though, at least in game 1, Matt more likely to be able to remove a Murktide. We saw a Murderous Cut. No, we saw, go for the throat before. Okay, looks like this will be an 8/8. It is.
Land creature. Sure.
Okay, and it looks like Delirium was shut off, so DRC can hang back. Pretty good turn there for David. Dave told that DRC to take it easy for a while. Waste on Volk is pretty good.
Weird. Untap.
So this one, sacrifice.
Who push it over?
16.
Yep. That's true.
You can ask me how I like the answer is this is my first time playing this, so.
Dave is in the chat thinking about using Bolt for surveil value, but decide not to. That makes sense. Want to keep this DRC safe for now. All right, now I'll brainstorm for Matt. Trying to figure out a way to break through. Will Dave's Murktide attack since it's bigger than Matt's? Given the current life totals, possibly.
Force something and then draw a card and then yeah,
Delver
that's a good idea.
Delver trigger, let's see. No flip.
This one,
Not the best news on upkeep.
Swing for it.
Yep. And then 7.
Attempt to petty theft Murktide Seville trigger.
Ooh, Petty Theft pretty good here. That's one way to remove a Murktide, at least temporarily. Looks like it's getting dazed, though.
I was about to mention that at some point, but I didn't want to interrupt the game.
Seek Mr. Beast.
Seek Mr.
Okay, there's a fetch, and Dave, who's Pew Pew in the chat, pointed out a moment ago that Matt's Murktide could potentially grow with Mystic Sanctuary. Now that's a possibility with that Flooded Strand on the table. Delver still has not flipped. No Delirium.
Finished like 50-ish or so.
that was the thing with I forgot. That's
The deck was really good, but I don't play online, so I get a lot of
All right, possibly going to trade Murktides here. 4 damage, Mystic Sanctuary. Putting Brainstorm on top. All right, now neither player has a Murktide.
For Mr. Beast.
I did a 19. You did underground C. Let's try Beast.
Alright, so I think we're just gonna swing it. Yeah, we're gonna swing it.
Fire last.
Alright, and then second
Another Dragon's Rage Channeler for Dave. If this Delver can flip and the DRCs get Delirium, an attack for lethal could be a possibility. Brainstorm, that was off the top of the deck. Looking for answers. Katsura says, I feel both of these decks lose to Back to Basics. Yeah, Back to Basics could be pretty good. Choke is another one. Yockle Hops, they lose to. Wildfire. Armageddon. Blood Moon. There's up the Beanstalk.
I have 4 cards, 2 they're the lands.
I'll keep Delver Trigger on the stack.
Delver Trigger on the stack. Let's set this up. Bolt you, Surveils. Matt scoops it up. Game 1 goes to Dave. Oh, Druid was the other one that like you choose a color or whatever. All right. Tropical Island, Ponder. We're underway for game 2. Look like a Bone Master on top. Bone Master, everybody. Oh boy. Can't be beaten with that. Ponder. Ponder Shuffle. Sometimes when your opponent Ponder Shuffles, you feel pretty good about the situation. This could be one of those times. Dave is looking for a missing piece at some time of some kind.
Brainstorm.
Okay, Brainstorm from Matt now. Kismet. That's Matt's playmat, right? Looks cool.
I will play a Wasteland. I will attempt
Not delirious.
There's a Pokemon card floating up here, and I hope it doesn't come back, but we'll see.
I knew eventually I was going to get there.
We fire off Wasteland here. After Ponder Shuffle? No.
We'll pass to your upkeep. We'll waste on your upkeep.
Iron City Trades, who's number 1 on our all-time cheer leaderboard now, says, I still think Moloch has a place in Temur Delver. It's an interesting thought. It's hard to put a lot of mana into X, though, is the only thing. Yeah, it might be too mana intensive for Temur Delver. That's my instinct on it, but worth a try, I would say.
Cycle.
Lorien revealed getting island cycled here. I guess that was pretty obvious that was going to happen after Wasteland wasn't fired off. Finds an underground sea. Dave has not made another land drop. Discards Unholy Heat to hand size? Uh-oh.
You could.
Yeah, Malfi says pretty sure it only fits well in grindy or big mana decks, referring to Moloch. I think I agree. All right, there's that Pokemon card again. Oh, no Pokemon card. Force Pitch Days. Fighting over the Pokemon card on the stack right now. Thank you, Dave. I have nothing against Pokemon. I just feel like people are tuning in for the first time and be like, what is this guy's problem? Why does he hate Pokemon so much? I don't. I'm just messing around.
Good.
All right, Dave not making any land drops. Nat fetching. Life totals appear to be updated.
You're on the play for game 3. Good luck, man.
OK mode saying hello, players Oregon. Yes, hello to the players Oregon. We love you, and thank you for being here, whoever you are. Who are the players Oregon, and what do they want? Plague Engineer on human, pretty good. Good against Questing Druid, good against Delver, good against Delirium, Liss, DRC. This game might be slipping away from Dave. Murktide Regent might be here to slam the door.
Forest Pitch Ponder 16.
All right, another Forest Pitching Ponder this time. Veil of Summer. I was fine with Tomb Raider. I was fine with Jurassic Park. I was fine with The Walking Dead. But Clue is a step too far, I think, for me.
Isn't there a store somewhere called Dancing Front? I think one just now.
All right, here's a Ponder for Dave. Nothing magical even happens in Clue.
I guess you're boycotting them, right?
I'm going to sacrifice to go get it. Alright,
They hate us because you that's not whatever upside you get is not worth the horrible
don't worry about playing as I got the
shame you would receive.
I'm also disproportionately mega upset about Transformers. I didn't think we wanted a Transformer set.
Where do you put your Drider?
In case anybody was wondering. Satale asking a great question. Did any magic happen in Princess Bride? I never saw Princess Bride. I'm not even really sure what it is, but it seems magical to me.
I think Drider goes with creatures. I think that's my rule. Yeah. You're on your way to beat that. Yeah.
PVDH in the chat says, I'm interested in testing the Surveil lands. If I were a betting man, I put them on just under the bar, but they may surprise. That's a good point. They do have basic land types. Could be searched up. Could be worth a try.
Touch on it.
19.
Yeah, love is magical. Love is magical.
I had an option to brainstorm.
Good push.
One of my friends at the LGS this week was asking if I'm ready for Fallout. Did we need a Fallout set? What's magical about Fallout? I don't know. Universes Beyond.
On my end step, attempts to seek the beast.
Okay. End step, seek the beast once again.
Brainstorm into the open bowmaster when you're brainstorming.
Brainstorm happening in response. 2 cards back on top. Hydroblast on Seek the Beast. Going after it. Days to protect it. All right, we're going to get a Seek the Beast. Let's see what we find. Adventure token, very nice. Looks like Murktide and Wasteland. Both are pretty good cards.
There's 40 minutes in the pockets, so. That's not it. We know where.
Number 1 on the cheer leaderboard, Iron City Trades, talking about Moloch. It could be, you're making some good points. It could be worth testing. Moloch is an interesting card. I've been playing it a bit recently. It can be really powerful. And no doubt about it, playing it for 2 mana, removing a Bowmaster or another, smaller than 2/2 creature, and exiling it, it's great.
Waste to seek. Proceed to combat.
Bowmaster getting flashed in before combat.
Yep.
Land returns Wastelands.
There's that Dragonite again.
Reanimate target 5.
Setting in.
11 life.
Cast Murktide. 5 cards in my yard. They'll get +3.
Waste the
8/8 Murktide. 6/6 Murktide, excuse me. It's getting dazed though.
You're on the stock.
You're 18 of an 11.
We're gonna flash in endurance. And I'm gonna be targeting your
Does Dave have a way to protect this 6/6 flyer? Is it worth protecting? It looks like Matt has a Force of Will in hand. It looks like it. I don't know if there's a blue card to pitch, though. I don't see one. Force pitching Force from Dave. Force pitching Leovold from Matt. Captain of the Sultai, Leovold, getting pitched to Force. I hate to see it. Murktide's still in the stack. Dave hasn't given up yet. All right, it's thrown in the trash. That was a good result from Matt, who now has a Bowmaster and a 1/1 Orc Army on the board and was able to dig up a black mana. Get that back online. Don't know where the advantage bar would be right now, if there was one. Probably still towards the center of the screen. Questing Druid is stuck there for now. We know Matt has plenty of mana, or enough mana. Attack for 2. Cantrips are a lot worse for Dave right now. Not enough juice in the graveyard for Murktide. Found a Wasteland, which could be decent. Go after black. Another Bowmaster. Wow.
Further?
Alright, I'll pass the turn to you. You can always waste.
Floater red. Face.
Okay, a daze this time for the Bowmaster. And the bolt for the other Bowmaster. Underground Sea is gone. That was a good turn for Dave.
2 are underground seas. Or 2 are vaults.
Like those are not seas.
Okay, Wasteland attack for 1. I think I heard Matt point out that 2 cards in Dave's hand are Volcanics. Not sure. At least 1 was. Dragon's Rage Channeler, pass. Delirium, not online at the moment.
It's 1. 13.
Go ahead.
Ways to try.
Yep. 17. Go ahead.
Wow, somebody thought Harry Houdini was the real Harry Houdini on MTGO. That's... I don't know how I feel about that.
60.
Another Murktide in this stack, but another Force of Will. Pitching Ponder.
Keeping clock. Super menace.
Yeah, 3
Yeah, Harry Houdini died a long time ago.
15.
Oh yeah, because the DLC. So 12, 15.
Yep.
Mulls and Games 2 and 3 are pretty rough. Mulling and Game.
All right, so 3 types in the yard for Dave. Just a 1/1 Orc army on the board for Matt. No other permanents. Not very good. It seemed like Matt was going to pull ahead in this game at one point, and now it seems like it's just drifting away. Well, it's a race between 1 power creatures, and only one of them can get bigger. All right, there's a fetch for Dave. Could find a trop and put this questing druid into play, potentially. Start growing it. There's questing druid. Attack.
Was I at 9 from the swing or the fetch? What do you have me at 9?
I viewed 8.
Okay, so I just didn't do the fetch one for me.
Alright, we got that.
So I have 8.
All right, Matt has found a land. Life total is now corrected in the top center of your screen. It's all going well. Looks like Fatal Push is hitting Questing Druid. Wow. Daze gets a... All right.
Only going top.
Next round.
Fatal Push is countered. Questing Druid grew. No Delirium yet. 3 types. Instant creature land. Needs to find a battle. Remember battles? Legacy players don't even know battles exist.
All right. That's something. Cards.
I have 3.
You can.
Yeah.
Chris,
How are you doing?
nice to meet you in person. I think I've met you in person.
I don't think we ever did.
There's a Murktide happening.
In New Jersey. Oh, that was pretty quick. Just took the bus.
First time playing here?
Yeah, it was really nice. I liked it.
We've been doing it turn.
You got Legacy Firing on your way?
Yeah.
You got Legacy Firing on your way?
Ooh, that's a good force. 2 triggers. Grow the Questing Druid, Surveil.
I've never been, but that's like in northern Jersey or something.
Yeah. Great place for like.
Unholy Heat thrown into the graveyard. Murktide countered. Matt needed that Murktide.
It's cool that I'm at 9.
7 and 8 for the fetch.
We're there in the very beginning
at 10 before the
primitive
fetch.
scene.
Yeah, me being a local celebrity in the background. Oh, God.
13. And then. Differently from when you started. I was at 13. I took.
All right, some discrepancy on life totals here.
We were in like lockdowns and nobody can meet in person, so it was like webcam play. He was playing, a bunch of other people. But since coming back to in person, more or less been the same, just kind of like perfecting some things.
All right, Matt's conceding that he's at 8. Questing Druid plus DRC, still no Delirium at the moment. That could change quickly.
People like it.
Looks like Dave has 1 card in hand.
Or like.
Yeah.
A waste on Underground Sea is pretty good. Swinging for 3 with Questing Druid. Got a chump block with the 1/1. Found a land, but it's a wasteland, which is not very good.
What does your audience seem to like?
Fair blue.
Hard cast Brazen Borrower in response to the waste.
Brutes here and there is nice. But fast combo, not.
Get stays though. Needless to say, Dave is quite a bit ahead on board. 4/4 Questing Druid, 1/1 DRC.
Like just like I can do Delver versus Control every round. I can do the same thing over and over, but like that is definitely like that's the good one.
Swing for 5.
Your audience is like.
All right, swing for 5 in bolt range now. Seek the Beast. That ends the game. Dave gets it.